Hi everyone. Hi, good evening, and welcome back to this day three of Python Zero to Hero, guys. So I'll just check it like who all are there. Okay, yeah, Rishit there, Parth there, Master Thoughts there, Pavan is there, Atul, Jesse, Harshit. Hi everyone. Hi, good evening. So this is day three, and in the previous session, just for a quick brush up, what we had discussed in the previous session, we had discussed in detail the list tuple set. Okay, dictionary we haven't discussed. I'll quickly give you a lookout on the dictionary, guys, today, and then I'm thinking of doing a mini project today. Okay, we'll be doing that in a while. For that also we need to cover some prerequisite knowledge. So yeah, fine. So let's start. Let's get started with today's session. That is day three of Python Zero to Hero. First, we would go with dictionary in brief. Okay, we will not get into much depth of like dictionary, but whatever important for you to learn about dictionary and how to get like work with dictionary, that would be covered, guys. Okay, the only reason I'll be not going into very depth detail of dictionary is if I do so, then I would not be able to do the project which I'm talking about. Okay, so once again, welcome everyone. Hi everyone, and I hope everyone is ready for this session. I hope everyone is excited for this session. Let's break the board down, guys. Let's break the board down here by putting your favorite emojis in the chat. Let's spam the chat here, and then we'll start with a bang for this session, day three, Python zero to here. Good evening, Brian or Brian, if I have pronounced it correct. Sorry if I have misspelled it. Yesterday assignment is already posted in the community group, guys. You can check it anyway. Like someone ahead, like on the top of the comment, someone has also posted that, like copied and pasted it over here in the comments. Okay, you can always check back the community. It's nothing. It was simple. The question is very simple. You just have to take a string input and you have to print count of each character, number of occurrences of each character in the string. Okay, that's what the assignment was. Okay, fine. I hope even if you have not checked the community, I hope now you get the assignment, guys. So just take the string, just take a string and print number of occurrences of each character of the string. Okay, like if it is hello, then you print h1 because there is one h, then e would be 1, l would be 2 because 2l are present, and then o 1. That's okay. Pangram was something we discussed in the class. Not pangram. Pangram we already had discussed. We already have discussed the solution of it. Okay, so we you don't have to put pangram question as assignment. Assignment question is something different, which I've already posted, and I just have mentioned the assignment question, guys. Do like complete it and post it or submit it in the assignment form link. I hope everyone have got the assignment submission form link. That's in the video description, guys. You can check the video description, and yeah, you just have to submit there. Okay, fine. Okay, Maggie, thank you for that. I would just take that as a compliment, but let's focus here. Let's focus here on Python. Let's start with the session. Okay. Yeah, that's what Vamsi, you like. Thank you. Vamsi also mentioned, don't please spam it. Let's start. Let's get started with Python zero to hero day three, and let's get into dictionary for the time being. For that, I need to share a screen. So let me do that first. And I see some people have already posted their favorite emojis ahead, like on the top of the comments. Thank you everyone for that. I think now we have broken our boredom and we all are excited for this session. So without any more delay, let's start this. Okay, so first and foremost thing, let me share a screen with you all. Okay, I hope everyone can see my screen. I've just shared a browser because there I would be opening up the Google Colab. So colab.google sorry, colab.research.google.com. It would open up the Colab, and I have to select one which we were using. I'll be using the same Colab, guys. The link would not change. Okay, if you have the link for the material for the day one, then it is the same for day two. Then it would be same for this day three. Okay, it won't change because I'm whatever I'm doing, I'm just doing the same thing. I'm doing changes over the same Colab. Okay, fine. So it's loading, it's taking up some time. Yeah, finally it's all set. I'll just scroll down. Okay, yeah, this was the question, last question we did, that is pangram question, guys. And now I want to discuss about the dictionary. So how do dictionary look like? So we have seen list, we have seen tuple, we have seen a string. Okay, we have done this good question, a beautiful question using set, whatever we have learned. Okay, here we also use if and else. So we have learned so many things. Let's also learn one more advanced data type or advanced data structure of Python, dictionary. Let's see this. So how do a dictionary look like? It's very simple. So maybe I would talk about a details dictionary where I will store the detail of the students. Okay. So if I talk about details of the student, what are the necessary details, guys? We have a name of the student, maybe roll number of the student, maybe mark of the student, and let's say we also have city, okay, where the student lives. So this four details. So dictionary, guys, is nothing but it is also a set of values, not only values. I would say it is a collection of key value pairs. Okay, right? So let's see how we create a dictionary or how we write a dictionary here. So first of all, name. Okay, and maybe the name is, let me pick up anyone's name here. Uh, okay, I'll just pick up your Om's name, let's say Om. Then roll number, for example. Why I'm not using any ID? Because it would be easier for me to explain over here. Okay, it is like, and everyone can do the same thing and like work out the code along with me, because also it is very lighter on my system. It won't put much load on my system right now. And the last thing but not the least is I can easily share this link so that every one of you can fetch the material for the class. Okay, so now this might be the roll number, and city also mark maybe, let's say 82.53, and then city. What city do you live in, can you mention? I'll use that. Okay, should I like put some random Mumbai? Okay, great. So I'll put here Mumbai. Okay, so this is actually an example of dictionary, guys. Okay, so this is name. This is the key value pair. So this name is key, and Om is the value for this key name. Similarly, this role is a key, and 29 is value for the key role. And similarly, like mark is key, and 82.53 is value for the mark. Okay. Then this city we have, city is the key, and Mumbai is the value for the key. So dictionary is a collection of key value pairs. Okay. This might look like set because even we enclose values in a set with this curly braces. The same thing here, dictionary values are also enclosed within curly braces. But thing is, set we had individual elements, and here we have key value pairs. There's a difference. Okay, right? I hope everyone got it. So this is what a dictionary is known as, guys. And I'll just list out few of the operations which we can do on the list. Sorry, on the dictionary. Okay, see this. Now, first and foremost thing which I want to discuss is if you want to fetch any value, let's say you want to know the city, okay, value of city. So you can just mention there here. Okay, instead of index, obviously here index doesn't work. Instead of index, if you mention the key name, you'll get the value of the key, guys, and it would give me the city, that is Mumbai here. Okay, it's just connecting. Yeah, it has connected finally. Then it is initializing. Just wait for a moment. Connected. Fine, we got Mumbai. See, so this thing would give me the value of the key city. Same thing. I'll just repeat one more thing here. Like one more example. Details, it is a dictionary name. It is a dictionary name. And let's say I want to print the value of name, let's say. So just mention here name. Details name, it would give me the value for this key name, that is Om. I'm getting it. Okay, that's how you can fetch value for a particular key actually. Okay, I want to discuss something more. We know, guys, already we have discussed, if we have certain values in a list or tuple or a string, and if I want to iterate over it, I just have to write for I in li, and we print each of these elements. If I want to print each element of the list, this is what I need to write. For I in li, this will automatically iterate over the list. Okay, and then it will, for each element of the list, it will print it. Okay, so this operation is similar or same for even if you take a tuple, even if you take a string. Okay, same thing, we just have to write for I in li, for I in tuple, for I in string. So that's going to work. But if we do the same thing here in case of this dictionary, let's see, guys, what would happen here. Will this give us all the items of the dictionary or not? So same thing for I in details and print I. Let's see what it is going to print. And see here, guys, we are not getting the items of the dictionary. When I say item, item means key value pair. Key value pair makes on one item, guys. So I'm not getting actually the items. Yeah, I'm just getting the keys. Okay, so key are unique values, guys. Not I should not use this term value, but yep, these are unique terms of dictionary, and values are identified through this key. Okay, the values are identified through this key, and every key would be unique. Okay, and here when I'm iterating over a dictionary, I'm actually getting the key, because in dictionary all the operation are done by using key. Okay, please get this sorted. Okay, so in dictionary we are actually doing operation on the base of key. That's what it happens here. When I'm iterating over the dictionary, I'm just getting the key. So this will not work when you want to print something here, if you want to print all the items. So let me also tell you a few more things. There are some methods of dictionary, guys. Details dot okay, first is, let's talk about keys. What this will do, it will give me list of all the keys of the dictionary. See, I'm getting a list of all the key: name, role, mark, and city. So I'm getting a list of keys of the dictionary through this keys function. Similarly, if you write print details dot values, there is a built-in method of dictionary, that is values. It would give you a list of all the values, only the values. See here, I'm getting Om 29 82.53 Mumbai. So I'm getting a list of all the values. Okay, but the thing is, I have not yet got the key and value together. How would we get that? If you want key and value together, then you have to use something called items method of dictionary. This would give you key value pairs as tuple. So it is giving me a list of items where each item is a key value pair of tuple. Each item is a tuple actually. Each element is a tuple here, and that tuple represents key value pair. That's how you get all the items, guys, in dictionary. Okay, so keys method will give you a list of the keys. Values method will give you a list of only the values, and items method will give you a list of tuple pair, where each tuple pair is nothing but the key value pair. I hope it's clear to everyone, or not. Is it clear to everyone? Yeah, Brian, we can surely create, but right now, like, we cannot indulge in that. This is not the correct time, and we are not at that moment in the topic coverage actually, so that we can talk about that. Great, then, great. So let's then move ahead, guys. This was the basics of dictionary and all. Yeah, I would like to cover one more important method here in dictionary. That is, okay, we already have discussed about index kind of thing. Details of, we have seen this. Okay, this is going to give me the value of the key name, and we are getting your name Om. Fine. The value. What happens when you write? Okay, when you write something which is not present here. Let's say here I would say contact. I want to know the value of contact here, but as we already know, contact, no such key exists in the dictionary. If I execute this code, what is it going to give me? And it is giving me key error because cannot is not found. Okay, guys. So remember this. If you use this way to fetch values of particular key, then if you by mistakenly mention a key which is not present, then the program would fail. It would give you error. Okay, but see here, if I use something called get for the same contact, then it will not give me error. It will just send me none. It will return none, guys. None, it kind of similar to null. None means nothing, no data type, nothing, no value. Okay, so when you use get method to get a value for a particular key, and if that key is not present, then by default it would return none, guys. Okay, and for the same thing, if you mention a key which is present, let's say here, if I mention your city is present here. City is a valid key here in dictionary. For that, I'm getting Mumbai. Okay, for that I'm getting Mumbai. For example, let's say, guys, you don't want a default value none. You don't want none as a default value. You want in a way that you want it like if contact is exist, then it would give me the actual value. But let's say if the contact doesn't exist, then I want, let's say, this as the output. It is not working. Yeah, this as the output. Let's execute and let's see. So yeah, now okay, 0 0 0 is again 0. That's why I'm getting 0 0. So if you want here maybe 1 1 1 1, and let's execute it and see. So the default value now, it is not none, but it is 1 1 1 1. So you can control, guys. You can mention here the default value what you want in case this contact is not present. Okay, if I use the same thing, so maybe here I write ABC. Default value is ABC. What this will return me? It will not return ABC, rather it will return me Mumbai, because city is a valid key and a value exists for that key in the dictionary. Got it, guys? Get method would return you none by default. Okay, by default it will return none. But let's say if you want something else here as a default return value, if the key is not present, you can mention it as the second argument. This is very helpful, guys. This is helpful in some cases. I don't want to mention the use cases here. Then you would just okay. Anyway, I'm giving a hint. You can use this same, like you can use this concept to solve the question I had given in the assignment, previous assignment. Okay, this is not the only way. You would say then why you're teaching today and you have given that assignment yesterday. Whatever we have learned already yesterday, using that also you can solve that question assignment. Also you can use this concept to solve that question, guys. Okay, right? Okay, Devagya, all the best for your exam tomorrow. Got it? So you want here a string. Okay, okay, string here doesn't make sense with contact, but yeah, I think already I have shown you here. This is a string I have given, so you can keep any value you can keep. This is get for you guys, so you can use also get to this way. This concept, basically you can use this concept to find out number of occurrences of each character of the string, but don't use it. Just use some concept which we have already learned in the previous session and submit it. Okay, right? Okay, fine. Let's move forward. Okay, let's talk about this modules. So guys, in the previous class I had discussed something about module, the string module. It is not showing ABC, Maggie, because city is a valid key and there is a value present there in the dictionary. That's why it is not giving you ABC. Okay, fine. Yeah. So if you remember the previous class, we had discussed something about the string module, and I had just given an information. I'll come to that. Om, don't worry about it. I had just given an information. What exactly is module? So module is nothing, right? Maybe you have written a program beforehand. Okay, some functions are written already over there. So you just want to use those functions, reuse. You don't like, instead of rewriting the same functions again, you want to use those function which is written in different program or file. Okay, that's the concept of module. So string, in that case, string was a predefined module which contains several functions and some properties, and I use that in my own program. To use external function which is present in other module, we need to import, guys. Okay, right? Like for example, if I want to use square root of maybe 64, let's say, I cannot directly use this because sqrt is present in math module. So you can write here math.sqrt, but again, oh sorry, yeah, you can write math.sqrt, but again, math module is a different module. Okay, this is not present in this program. This program you have just created it now. So math module is not present here. So for that, you need to import that math module first. Okay, then you can use all the functions present in the math module. Why it is not working? Have I done anything wrong here? Do we really have a math module? Import math. Okay, I need to check. We have random. We have doesn't seems correct. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's small m, guys, not capital. My bad. I am just stuck with the naming convention of capital, first letter as capital. Okay, my bad. So this is math model, import math in Python, no capital M, small m. So import math, and now you can use the functions present in math module. So I have used here one function, or one function, that is sqrt. You can use any function there of math module, like ceiling, floor. Okay, many more functions are there. You can use those function math module. But remember, guys, before you use it, you import it. If you don't import math module, you cannot use functions of math module. That's what you need to just take care of. That's it. Okay, right? So to use any function present in other module, you need to import it, guys. Okay, right? So I'll be explaining, I'll be showing you one more thing here. Alias, creating alias. So let's say you don't want to write math.sqrt, math.power, math.ceiling, math.floor every time. You don't want to write math. Every time. You feel that, okay, this is very long name and I don't want to write math. Every time. So what you can do is you can create an alias, let's say M. So you are saying import math, and name of that module in this current program would be M. So now instead of math, you can just write m.sqrt and it would mean the same, guys. We're basically using the same math module, but the name here is M. You have renamed, not renamed exactly, you have created an alias here. Got it? Okay. Understood? Om, max and min are not present in math module. They are built-in function which is available openly. You can directly use max and min. You don't need math module for max and min. Okay, fine. So I hope this importing module is very much clear. Also, one more thing I want to discuss here, guys. See, so here we have imported the entire math module, so I can use all the functions present in math module. Okay, even here I have imported entire math module. So when you import entire math module, all the functions are imported, guys. Let's say you don't want all the function, you just want this sqrt function. So here you can say import sqrt from math. So you are just importing a specific function that is sqrt. Okay, and when you do this, you don't need the module name. You should not, like, you don't need to write math.sqrt. You just write sqrt and it would work, because you have specifically imported that particular method or function sqrt. Okay, I think that's some. Oh, I should interchange. My bad. From math import sqrt it should be. I hope it should work. Yeah, yes, it's working. From math module import sqrt. So you are only importing sqrt module, guys. Sqrt function from math module. So you cannot use any other function here. You can use just sqrt, and now you can call sqrt directly. You don't need to write math.sqrt. Okay, so these are the different ways of importing things here. And now the next important module would be random module. Actually, it's very important. Random module. Okay, so fine. Anyway, we want to use random module. Why do we use random module? To generate random numbers, right? Let's talk about random module, guys. So import random as r. So I'm creating alias here. I don't want to write random dot random dot random dot. So I'm aliasing here r instead of random. Okay, see this. There are various things here. So r dot I have rand range here. Okay, if I give you 10, let's print it. So it would give me a random number between between 10, like within 10. Before, like less than 10, I'll be getting an any random number I'll be getting, which would be less than 10, guys. That's what this rand range would do. So I'm getting this time 0. Maybe I'll get next time. See, I'm getting 7 here, and next time I'll be getting oh, I'm getting 7 again. How is it? So I'm getting now 5. Next time I'm getting 4. So obviously every time you execute, you'll be getting a different number. Here I have just mentioned 10. So that's why we are getting, maybe some numbers should be repeated here. But when you give the range very high, okay, when you give a range very high, then it would actually more like, it would be rare case, then the number would be repeated. Okay, one thing here, when you are using rand range and you are mentioning 10, 10 would not be included, guys. Okay, it will give you values from 0 to 9, not 10. 10 would not be included here actually in rand range. So it actually works similar to your range function. So if you want to understand what range function does, is I'll just quickly give you an example here. 10, and here I would be printing I want to print them on the same line. See the values of all possible values of I. It started from 0 and it went till 9, not 10. So range function, guys, what range function is doing is, range function is a built-in function which would give you, okay, which will give you some sequence of numbers starting from 0 by default, and it will go till this value -1. Whatever value you have mentioned, this is end value, it will go till end value -1. If you're mentioning 10, it will go till 9. If you're mentioning 9, it will go till 8. If you mention 15, it will go till 14. Okay, similarly here, rand range. So this is range, that is rand range. So even here in rand range, this 10 is not included, rather 10 is excluded. Okay, so it will give you numbers between 0 to 9. That's it. Okay, I hope everyone understood this part. And now I would also like to discuss some other functions also of random module. Please confirm me, guys, in the chat if at all, like, if it is clear to everyone, and if anyone needs any clarification here, please mention in the chat. I'm looking at your chat, okay, continuously. So I would just explain it, or I'll just fetch it. Okay, now I want to use, meanwhile I'm just using the next one, rand int. Okay, I'm taking this rand int. Now I am taking maybe 5, let's say. Will this work? First of all, It is not working because guys, rand int takes two arguments, start value and end value. Rand range, you can also give two values, start value and end value. But when you don't give start value, by default, it starts from 0. But rand int doesn't work in that manner, excuse me. Okay. So you should give start value and end value. So whether, obviously it will start from start value, that is 1, it will not start from 0. Whether it will include 5 or not, that's what you should be concerned about, right? Okay. And rand int, guys, in rand int, the last value is included actually. 5 would be included. Maybe we can see sometime. Let me execute it multiple times. Maybe we can get 5 at a certain point of time, but will not waste much of time. Yeah, see, we got it. See, 5 is, we are getting 5. So rand int includes the end value, but rand range doesn't include the end value. Okay, understood, guys? Everyone, this thing, the difference between rand range and rand int. I hope everyone is clear with this. Please let me know if it is not. If anyone has any concern here, you can raise the same. Now, guys, I would also use something called random function. So there is a random function in random module actually. What random function does is it generates a random floating point number between 0 to 1. Between 0 to 1. Mark my word, 0 to 1. Okay. Random function. A random function is a function which is present in random module which generates a random floating point number between 0 to 1. It will not exceed 1, guys. Okay, 0 to 1. If you want, let's say, yeah, if you want floating point number, random floating point number between 1 to 10. So what you will do, just multiply it here 10, multiply here 10, and you will get random number between 0 to 10. That's how it works. That's how we generate random floating point numbers, guys, using this random. Got it? I hope everyone understood this. Okay, great. Great. Import WhatsApp, sorry, yeah. So import statement is used to import a module. What is module? Module is simple. You just assume that module is nothing but a program. Okay, it is a program, and there are several functions written in it, and you want to use those functions. So there are two ways. Either you will rewrite those function again by your own, or you can use that function. How can you use that? By importing the module. Okay, you import that module and then use that function. That's how it works. Understood, everyone? Now, is it clear? WhatsApp or WhatsApp. Okay, fine. Great. Now let's see this. So yeah, random we have discussed already. Random we know now it generates random floating point number, guys. Now let's jump into the mini project which I was talking about. I'll be using all the stuff which we have already discussed. So that mini project, a small, okay, not mini project itself is, it means small. Mini project we are doing now. What is that mini project? Mini project is okay. So let's say you have developed a game, maybe PUBG or maybe Counter Strike, maybe anything like kind of that. Okay, 4G kind of thing. And any new user register for the game or logs into the user, you are assigning some user ID. Okay, you want to like assign a user ID to that player, whoever logs in for the first time or register in your game for the first time. You want to assign a user ID, and that user ID obviously like would be generated randomly here for the time being. Say you want to generate an user ID randomly and assign it to the user. For every user who logs in your system, who register for your game or something, you would be assigning an user ID to that player or to that person, and that user ID would be randomly created. Okay, you want a 6-digit or maybe 8-digit, not 8-digit, 8-character, 8-character user ID. Okay, understood. Priyanka, I see here, like you are mentioning everything here. Let me clear it out. Priyanka, it was mentioned very clearly. You were allowed to submit your assignment on LMS on that time. Like, guys, this is not for you all. Okay, you are you are required to submit assignment only on the Google form. But for Priyanka, let me tell you this: you were asked to submit the assignment on the Google form or the LMS. Okay, during your class that time. So we could not find your assignment really on both of the thing. So that's why it was not like you could not be present in the eligibility list. Okay, fine. I hope that clears out. So see here, we are doing this mini project where we are actually generating and assigning or generating random 8-character ID to player or maybe user for a game. Okay, you can also think of OTP, guys. Okay, you can also think of OTP like 8-digit or 8-character OTP or maybe 6-character OTP. And OTP in general, it is a mix of like uppercase alphabet, lowercase alphabet, also digit. Similarly here, when you are actually generating random 8-character ID to a user, it would be also mix of uppercase alphabet, lowercase alphabet, and digit. Okay, right? So see this, how would we proceed for this? So let's first of all, let's first and foremost, let's do the first thing, that is, let's import this random module. Okay, maybe if you want to create alias, do it. If not, leave it. I don't want to create alias right now. And then I'll also import a good old friend module, that is string. Okay, why I am importing string is because I want alphabets, also digits. I want those alphabet and digit. I want lowercase alphabet, uppercase alphabet, and digit. Instead of me writing that A, B, C, D, small and upper, then 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9, I'll just use this string module to automatically get those stuff. Okay, right? So see this. I would just say choices. Let's say, for example, what are the available choices, or maybe characters? These are the possible characters I can take. So what would be the possible characters? Either it can be uppercase alphabet, either it can be lowercase alphabet, also it can be digit. So character list, I'll just say character list. So string dot ASCII letters plus string dot, what is that? It is ASCII letters, and then there is digits. Okay, so for the confirmation, let's print this, guys, characters list, just to make sure we have done correct. Okay, yeah, you see here in character list, like I have stored the lowercase alphabets, okay, then uppercase alphabets, okay, and then the digits from 0 to 1, 0 to 9, sorry. So we have got all our possible choices that can be taken, you know, in generating this ID. Okay, got it? Fine. So see this. For this, guys, I would like to discuss one simple function, built-in function in random module. Actually, let me show you that. If you have a list, maybe you can take hello, maybe you can take 10.25 or 35, maybe you can have 50. Okay, maybe you can have this dollar sign. Let's say this is the list you have. Okay, now if I apply, for the sake, like I don't want to confuse anyone, so I'll just use your import random. There is something called choice function in random model, guys. Okay, so if you apply this choice function over this list, what this will do is it would randomly choose element from the list. Okay, every time you execute this code, it will choose a random element. It will choose an element from the list randomly. So first we got dollar sign, now we are getting 10.35. Now if I execute it once again, then I'll get maybe something else. Again, yeah, I'm getting here dollar because there are only 4 values. That's why you're getting repeated values. But yeah, the thing is here, every time you execute, you'll be getting a different value actually, randomly. Randomly, an element will be selected or chosen from the list here. Why it is obsessed with only dollar sign and 10.35 right now, I'm not able to understand. But yes, okay, I'm happy now. I'm at least getting a different value, 50 here. So choice is a built-in function, guys, of random module. Okay, of random module, which selects an element randomly from the list. Okay, so I'm going to use the same concept here, because I would be like, I have all these possible characters, like uppercase alphabets, lowercase alphabet, and digit. So I will be picking an element and character from all these options randomly. And how many times I need to do that? I would like repeat that process for 8 times, so that I'll get 8 random characters. Got it, guys? I hope everyone understood it. So for that, what I'll do is I will convert this string first to a list, so that I'll get a list, because we have already seen this choice function is applied on a list. So I'm converting the whatever I had taken, the entire string, lowercase, uppercase, and a digit. I'm converting that into a list, and then I'll be applying this choice function, guys. And yes, we understood that choice is selecting one element randomly from the list. So here I need 8 random characters. So I'll repeat that process for 8 times. So we know how to do that. Write a loop, try in range. Okay, how many times? 8 times. So when I say 8, it like I value would be 0 to 7. So in total 8 times this loop will run. And for each time, what I will take is I would take an ID here. Okay, fine. Yeah, for this instance, what I'll do is I will take an blank null string as ID. Okay, and every time I choose an element here, every time I'll choose an element here, I would concatenate. I'll add that to this ID. Okay, so random dot choice over this character list. So I hope at the end of the day, or at the end of this program, my ID, the randomly generated ID, the 8 character ID, is stored in this variable ID, so I can get it. Okay. Yes, I'm getting an 8-digit randomly generated ID. So this I can call, you can call it as an OTP, or you can call it as an ID, which I'm generating here using different set of characters. Okay, now I'm getting a different ID, and maybe I'll execute it again, I'll get a different ID. So there is very less chance when we'll get repeated OTP or repeated ID, guys, but you can like always check it back, because anyway you are assigning ID to users, so you'd be storing that IDs in some backend in database, and you can compare if you're getting like if the recent generated ID, if it is similar to any of the previous ID, then you'll not take that, you'll run the program again, you will regenerate it. Why ID plus? I just want to concatenate the character selected, the element we chosen now, or this random function chosen, that character should be concatenated to previously got characters, previously got elements. That's why I have written the plus. Plus we know, right? Plus will just concatenate to string. Okay. Great. Neha, after your assignment and assignments are reviewed and eligibility list is prepared, you would be called for a virtual convocation, and the same, like in the virtual convocation, actually the mail should be rolled out. Okay, right? So this is how you can generate an OTP, guys, or you can generate an ID for an user to your system or to your game or to your product. That's how it is done. You got your ID generated in this ID variable, and then you do whatever you want to do. If you want to store somewhere, you store it. Like Om is asking how to store this ID in a list. You create a list and store that by using append method, which we have already discussed in the previous class. Okay, right? You create a list li and just write li dot append id. So this id would be added to the list. So this is actually a mini project, guys, where we actually generated a random 8-character ID and we have assigned to user, or you can think it up as like generating an OTP. Okay, so your task for this day 3 first assignment would be to submit this mini project. Okay, so you can change it to OTP. You change it to like 6-character OTP. Okay, you change more or less, it will be same, but you just have to do is you submit as 6-character OTP. So what is the assignment today, or this is project submission mini project? Okay, so generate every time 6-character OTP. Okay, you can say write a program to generate every time a 6-character OTP. That would be your project question, guys. Got it? Fine, great. Okay, I should not execute it really. How can I change this to code, like text format? Is there any way? No way, I guess. Anyway, fine. This is not a code part. Rather, this is actually a text part which I've written. Actually, I should have commented it out. Yeah. Assignment or project question is write a program to generate every time a 6-character OTP. That's how you have to do. Okay, why I'm getting here a text thing kind of thing. Maybe I'll just delete it. Great. Yeah, I need a code cell. Fine. So that would be a project question. Now, guys, we have pretty much a good idea right now with the modules. Okay. Now let's get back to another. Not get back to. Let's proceed further to another topic, that is function. You are already like waiting for this topic. Let's get started with the function topic, guys. Okay. Every assignment is posted in the community, guys, or else I might have also mentioned the assignment in the day 1 video, day 2 video. You can go through the class video and get the assignment question. Okay, also you can just check the community group. It is already posted, like I had posted it. It is also pinned in the group. You can check it out. Not only numbers, OTP can be combination of lowercase alphabet, uppercase alphabet, and digit. Okay, that gives you more range of values to choose between. Okay, great. Now let's talk about function. So function, guys, in Python, it's very easy, very simple. Okay, so yeah, how do we write a function here in Python? Simple. Just write this def keyword. Okay, and this is a simple function fun, and maybe I would say good morning. Not morning, this is not morning, this evening, maybe not evening also, but I should say evening. If I say good night, then it will just end the session. So end the conversation. So let's stick with evening here, even if it is not evening. Good evening. Okay, so that's it. Now this is a function definition, guys. This is how you define a function. This is a function. Name of the function is fun with no argument. And what this function is doing, it is printing good evening. So if I execute it, whether it would give me good evening as the output, no, because I haven't called the function. I haven't invoked the function. How to invoke it? How to invoke it? Just call the function with the function name. So functions are like your friend, guys. How do you call your friend? You might be calling anything, like you might be calling a friend with any name, but the thing is, normally we call someone with their name. So similarly, if you want to call the function here, so you call it through name, its name, and of course the parenthesis because it is a function. Okay, right? Any you don't have to scroll it, like don't have to scroll it up or down, guys. Anyway, this link is same. You already have the link anyway. Like again, the link would be shared to you in the community, so you can get all the thing which is written above. Okay, so let's not scroll it up or down and waste our time. Anyway, you'll be getting this material. Great. So this is a function fun, which is printing good evening. And when I call this function fun, obviously by its name, it is giving me the output as good evening. Okay. So this is how you create a function in Python. This is how simple to define a function in Python. Okay. Now, no return type and all, guys, like C, C++. You don't have to write a return type or something. Now, I'll be writing a function which would take an argument. Let's say the argument is name. Okay, variable name, argument name is name. So now what I'll print is hi name, and then this good evening I'll put. Okay, but I also need one more thing here, that is, can I write this? I think I can do this. Let's see, guys. Okay, now let's call this function fun, and let's take someone's name here. Maybe I can take Vamsi's name. So Vamsi, I'm passing this Vamsi as an argument, guys, and Vamsi is a name. It should be a string. Let's execute it and see. I'm getting this output. Hi Vamsi, good evening. Okay, so it is taking this argument Vamsi here in this variable, in this argument name. So you're just using that name to print something. You are printing hi. Hi would be printed. Value for this name would be printed. Okay, value for this name would be printed. That is Vamsi, and then you are printing good evening. Okay, see guys, we struggled here to, if we use this method, we struggled somewhat, like hi name is a variable, then we separated with so much of commas and all, and also for this thing. Okay, so what you can do is, instead of writing this way, you can use that f string method which we had discussed. Okay, just mention f here, and here you write hi name and good evening. This looks pretty much sorted actually, at least for the programmers. For me at least, it is pretty much sorted to write. Okay, and I'll just comment this out. I don't need two statement here, and it would give me the same output, guys. Hi Vamsi, good evening. So why should I write in this complicated manner? So I'll just use this string, formatted string way, and yes, I'll have same output here. Hi Vamsi, good evening. So that's how you take a function. That's how you define a function with argument, guys. Okay, right? So we have talked about two examples here: a function without argument, function with argument. Got it? Now, okay, that's great. Now, okay, I hope everyone understood this part. Now I want to discuss something in this function part, guys. Let's also define a function which will return me something. As of now, we haven't returned anything from the function, but now we'll do it. So let's say I have a function called add. It will take two arguments, a and b, and it is supposed to return me the result of addition of a and b. So that's what you write, return a plus b. See how simple here in Python to define a function with return type also, because we don't have to write the return type and all. We just it's the same thing. Def add a comma b, and you just mention your return a plus b, whatever you return. Right. Okay. So now this function would be returning something. So I am directly printing the value, whatever this add function will be returning me. And maybe I'll just send 10 and 20. So it is supposed to send me back, send me back 30. And yes, that is what I'm getting here. So this function add is giving us the result of addition of 10 and 20. Okay. So this is how you define a function with return, guys. You don't have to like change anything. Just write a return statement there. Okay. I hope everyone is with me and following whatever we are discussing here. Please mention a thumbs up, guys, in the comment section if everything is fine. Or maybe you can just say, like if anyone has an issue, please mention in the comment and I would explain it. Okay, I'm still waiting for your responses in the comment. Please be fast, be quick. So everything good, right? Everything going good. So everyone is with me in understanding this function part up to this, because I'm going to discuss one more thing, regarding function, but I'll be discussing one more thing here. Great, right? Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you all for the confirmations. Now I am going to discuss something called lambda expression or anonymous function. Lambda expression or anonymous function. Okay, it's pretty much straightforward. Lambda expression, lambda expression or anonymous function, a function without a name, that is called as lambda expression. So yeah, let's see here how lambda looks like. So for that, I'll just go to the same function fun, and maybe it is actually taking one argument, and maybe it is returning me maybe double of that element. Let's say this is what this function is returning me. So okay, so if I call this function fun passing maybe 25, obviously the output should be 50, because this function fun is taking 25 and returning twice of it, double of it. See this, 2 into a. Okay, so Python says if you have a function which is having or which has only one statement, then you don't have to define the function. You can go for lambda expression or anonymous function. So how is that done? It's pretty much easy. See this. So f equal to lambda. Okay, use the keyword lambda. Mention the argument, guys. There was one argument it was taking. So mention that, and you just write whatever it was returning here. This is a lambda statement. Okay, this is a lambda statement, and whenever you want to execute that lambda, you want to call it, just call it through f, because you have stored this lambda expression in this variable f. So if you want to execute this lambda, if you want to call this anonymous function, then you call it through f, and this pass here 25, and you'll get the same output, guys, that is 50 here. This is lambda expression for you, or this is anonymous function for you. There is no name here for this function. Okay, it is taking one argument and it is returning whatever it is returning. You just mention here. You don't have to write the return statement also there. Okay, you don't have to write return statement also there. So that's how it works. Okay, one more important point. Let me tell you about function and lambda expression. Okay, that would that way we'll have a more clarity actually. Let's say I have this a comma b. Remember, guys, in Python, in C, C++, Java, function only returns one value, the first value. But in Python, I can return two values, like more than one value I can return. Okay, key here. Print fun. Maybe I'll just pass here. What should I pass? 5 and 7, let's say. So I'll get 2 into 5, 10, and 3 into 7, 21 as the output actually. Obviously, as a tuple I'm getting because it is returning multiple values. So a function in Python can return multiple values, guys. Please remember this, which is not possible in C or C++ or Java. A function cannot return multiple values. It just return one value in C, C++, Java. But in Python here, it is able to return multiple values. That's what something a great feature about Python function. Okay, but remember this, if you, even this function has one statement, right? Even this function has only one statement, but you cannot convert this to lambda because lambda expression is not able to return multiple values. Lambda would return only one value. Okay, so just have a quick comparison between normal function and lambda expression. So a normal function in Python is able to return multiple values, more than one value, but a lambda expression or anonymous function, lambda function, cannot return more than one value. It will just return one value. Okay, that will be the first thing which will be mentioned here. That is what it would return. Okay, lambda is very useful, guys, in many of the use cases. It has many of the use cases, like you can research about filter, map, and reduce. Okay, it is greatly used there. This lambda is used there in filter, map, and reduce. Actually, filter, map, and reduce takes a function as an argument actually. Okay, and those function has only one statement. So instead of defining that function, you can pass lambda directly in those filter, map, and reduce function. That's the whole use case of lambda there in that context. But you can have also other use cases, like wherever you have a function with one statement, you can convert that into lambda instead of defining that whole function. Okay, right? But when there are pros, there are also cons. So the cons here is lambda cannot return multiple values. Okay, I hope everyone is clear with the lambda and functions, whatever we have discussed up to this point. Please let me know in the comment, guys. Are you clear? The last date for all the assignment, this is 21st, this is last day. So 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Yeah, 24th, by 24th midnight, guys, submit all of your assignment, whatever is given in the all the 3 days. That's what would be your assignment deadline. Great, then everything clear to everyone. Let's then catch up with the next next topic. Dipti, you can get assignment, like I'm announcing it in all the days. Also, I'm posting it in the community. You can just check in the community group, Dipti. Okay, you'll get all the assignment there. Also, material, this collab, wherever I'm coding, I'm also sharing the link there in the community. You can check it there. Now, so this is function. This is what function is doing. Right now, I'll be discussing a very important concept. Please focus here, guys. That is decorator. It's not very difficult, but you need to pay like attention. You need to focus here actually. Today it's last day, Ritika. Yep. Focus here, decorator. It's very important concept, yet a bit tricky, guys. So please watch carefully. Please pay focus. Okay, you can ask me if you didn't get in the first time. I'll again explain it. Fine. Let's first understand what is the use of decorator. Why in first place this decorator came into picture. For that, I'll be using here okay, maybe subtraction. A comma B, and this subtraction function is printing the subtraction between A and B. That's it. This is a subtraction function, sub function. If I call this sub function and if I pass some values, it would give me the subtraction between the two values. That is obviously 5. Yes. Okay. This is not decorator. It's just a function right now. I'll be modifying the same code. I'll be adding some more stuff here, guys. Please attend, please listen carefully. Please listen attentively here. This is very important. Decorators for you. This is an advanced concept. Decorators. So now, okay, what happens if I send 2,7? Obviously, it will give me 2 minus 7, that is minus 5, right? Okay, that is what this function is doing, minus 5. But let's say our constraint is, even if it is 2 and 7 you are passing, you just need the difference between the 2 and 7. You don't need exact subtraction. You just want to know that what is the difference of like how much farther these two numbers are. Maybe for some use case you need that. So even if it is 2 minus 7, you should get the answer 5. I know someone would tell about this absolute function, ABS function and all, but let's say we don't want to use that. Maybe let's say it's just one test case I'm taking. I'm just assuming one use case, guys. So certainly you can have other use cases where you don't have any other option and you need to go with it. Okay. So right now here, I'm saying here, whatever the argument order is, if I pass 7 and 2, it should give me 5. If I pass 2 and 7, I should get 5, not minus 5. That is my condition here. That is the thing I want here. For that, what we need to do? Obviously, this function sub will not give me 5 if I send 2 and 7. So you'll say it is very simple. What we can do is we'll just write a condition here. We'll say if A is less than B, then let's swap A and B and then perform the subtraction. That will solve our task. Okay, how to swap? Very easy in Python. A comma B equal to B comma A. That's simple. Okay, that's simple. Like this is very simple, guys. Swapping is that simple here in Python. Just write A comma B equal to B comma A, and A and B value be swapped. So now we have swapped. When it would swap, if it sees that A is less than B, then only it would swap. If A is not less than B, then it will not touch A and B. Finally, it will give me A minus B. Okay, so now if I execute this code 2 and 7, even if I have sent 2 and 7, I'll get answer as 5. Okay, even if I send 7 and 2, I'll get the same answer 5, because now the number would not get swapped and I'll be getting 5 here. For all the cases here, I am getting 5. Yes, Neha, you have a career and placement session, not tomorrow, you have on Monday. Okay, tomorrow Sunday also Raksha Bandhan. So no career and placement session, no session tomorrow actually. So we have session, your career and placement session would be on Monday. Okay, 7:30 p.m. Fine. See this, even this is not decorator, guys. This is not decorator. We have just defined a function, we have put a condition here. But in the process here, you have actually modified the task of the function. Okay, you have modified the function definition. It might so guys, see, we already know the concept of module. For example, this is the module. Okay, this is the current module. Here the subtraction function is written. You have written. So there might be some other program which might be that there will be a program which might be using this subtraction function. As we have discussed the concept of module. So module is nothing but a program, guys. A program file you have saved, some functions would be there, and you will be using that function somewhere else. So some other program might be using, let's assume that some other function, some other program, in some other program, this particular function sub is used. Okay, right? So this program someone might have imported, and this subtraction function might be in use there. Okay, so now if you change the definition here, all those programs who are dependent on this subtraction function or who are using this subtraction function, their result would differ there. Okay, then that would create a bigger issue there, because you don't want all those programs to work differently. In this particular program, you just want this condition that whatever you send, it should always return me a positive value or something. But that doesn't mean all those programs, all those are using the subtraction function should also do the same thing. No, they were using subtraction function because this was doing subtraction exactly. So they need the exact result. That means you are not allowed to modify the function in any way. Or let's say in other case, you might not have access to change this function. For example, let's say you don't have access to change this function. So how can you like do the same thing? Now, if I cannot change the function definition, then it is a difficult task for me. to fulfill my condition, here, that even if I send 2 7, I should get 5, and I'm not allowed to change the function definition. Okay, this is the place where decorator comes to your rescue, guys. What is decorator? Decorator is a technique by using through which what you can do is you can add extra features to the existing function without actually changing anything in the function. Without touching the existing function, you can really literally add some extra features or some additional feature to the function, guys. Okay, like I'll not change the definition of the subtraction function. Still, I'll be including this feature. If I send 2 7, it would return me 5. Okay, understood the use case of the decorator, guy? Everyone, what we use for decorator, why we use decorator? Is it clear to everyone the use case of decorators? Why we use decorator? Decorator is used when you are not allowed to change the definition of the function, but you need some additional feature to it. Then decorators comes into picture. Decorator which will actually bypass the function call. It will do something and will return you back the result you wanted. However you wanted to do the operation, it would return that way. Let's see here, how can we do that? Please focus here. Now it is very important. There is a major chance you can get confused here, but be with me, follow it, listen attentively, and you'll get it. Now, how to do it? So I'm removing this from the decorator because this is not a decorator. Whatever I'm now trying to do, whatever I'm writing now, that is decorator. Okay, fine. So I'll be writing another function, guys. Right now, I'm not explaining anything. Please see whatever I'm doing right now. Then I'll explain it. Okay, just follow it. Assume it. Okay, there is something and I'm doing something. So modified subtraction function, let's say. Okay. Don't worry, I'll explain it. Let me write it. Let me finish it and I'll explain it. Now here I will say if A less than B, whatever we had written earlier, the change, the part, the condition part, if A less than B, we need to swap. I'm writing here in this inner function. So guys, this is also an example you can see here. We are getting to learn one more thing here. Nested function. Okay, a function inside another function. So this inner function is a function defined inside the modified subtraction function. So nested function actually. Okay, this is nested function inside a function. So if A less than B, then A comma B equal to B comma A, the same condition which I had used earlier, that is what I'm doing here. Then fun A comma B. Okay, I'll explain it, don't worry. Return inner. There are 2-3 concepts actually lying here. See guys, with this concept of decorator, not only decorator, you would get to know some other stuffs also. Okay, right? That is, let me mention it, the concepts you would learn here. One is nested function, which I already told, a function inside a function. Then you would also learn about closure, something called closure, and of course the decorator. These are the things you would learn in this one concept. You learn these 3 things: nested function, closure, and decorator. Okay, so what is closure? Closure is nothing but this is also a kind of closure, guys. Okay, if let's say if outer function, when you call an outer function, when you're calling outer function, if it is returning inner function, then that seems a closure to you. You can say yes, this is closure. Okay, there are other also use cases through which where you can use actually closures. Obviously there would be a nested function first of all. Okay, closure means there would be a nested function. Okay, and it should return the inner function. Outer function should return inner function. That is closure. Got it? Understood, guys? Everyone, are you getting it or not? Please let me know in the comment section. So first of all, what is closure? That should be a nested function, a function inside a function. Also, the outer function should be returning the inner function. So when you call outer function, it should return. You should get inner function as the result. Okay, that's what is called as closure. I hope everyone understanding it. I'm not sure, but I didn't get it. Okay. You don't have to worry about the entire code which I've written. Just understand the concept I am taking. First, nested function. What is nested function? Nested function is something. When you say nested function, a function inside a function is called nested function. Here, the inner function is nested function because it is a function defined inside another function. This modified subtraction function. Okay, nested function. Done. Check it. Okay, check it. Check. Clear. What is nested function? Let's go one by one. Is it clear, guys, about nested function? What is nested function? Function defined inside another function is called as nested function, right? Next, what is closure? Closure is nothing but, so you have a nested function, okay, function inside another function. When you call outer function, it should return the inner function. That is a closure. Like here, see, this modified subtraction function, okay, this is the definition of modified subtraction function, right? So this is this you can say is entirely one block, inner function. It has one more statement, that is, okay, let me just write it. This is statement 1 of this modified subtraction function, and this is statement 2 of modified subtraction function. There are two statements total. One is the function definition, and second is returning that inner function. This is called a closure, guys. If this is present, then this is closure. If outer function is returning inner function, a reference of inner function, then this is called as closure. Closure. Now, is it clear what is closure? Then we'll talk about decorators. So we are using both this concept in decorators actually. Nested function, also closure. Is it clear, guys, what is closure? If outer function is returning the inner function, then it is called as closure. Are you with me, everyone? Yes? Great. Okay. There are many various use cases where we can use these closures and all. But right now, the use cases, we are using it in decorators. Let's now talk about decorator. Let's now understand what decorator is. Fine. Now, one thing is very much clear. Whoever or whenever I'll call this modified subtraction function, I'll get a reference to this inner function in return. Okay, right? So what I'll do is I'll write the same thing here. I'll call here modify subtraction function, right? This is the place where you will get all confused actually. Let me write it, complete it, and then I'll explain. What is that? I need to send 2 and 7. Yeah, see this. I'm calling, ignore this part, LHS part for the time being, guys. Let's see, modified subtraction function. I'm calling modified subtraction function. I'm calling this function modified subtraction function. And this function is taking a function as an argument. And I'm passing the sub function. What function? Sub function. Sub function is the original function, guys, given function, this. So I'm passing this original given function sub as an argument to this modified subtraction function. And we know that this modified subtraction function would return me a reference to this inner function. Okay, that is what is closure, because modified subtraction function is also an example of closure here. It is giving back a reference to this inner function. Okay, just to avoid confusion for the time being, I'll write f equal to mod sub. Okay, now whenever you'll call f, you are actually calling inner function, guys. Okay, because f is actually inner. F is another name for the inner function. You call this mod sub function, okay, and here mod sub returned inner function. So a reference of inner function that was assigned to f. So now when you are calling f 2,7, you're basically calling inner 2,7. Okay, 2,7. Please know this. Please understand this. If you could not get, please let me know, guys. Decorator is not yet completed, but we are just halfway done. If you understand this step, then decorator you can easily understand. Okay, please confirm, guys. Did you understand this step? What I did? I called modified subtraction function. I passed this sub function as an argument there. Okay, forget about that. Right now, you need to understand that this modified subtraction function is returning me a reference of the inner function. That reference is stored in f. So now if I call f of 2,7, I'm actually calling inner 2,7. Is that clear? Yes, exactly. Yes, Moyashi, JavaScript is also functional programming. JavaScript also supports functional programming. Python also supports functional programming. Okay, right? Everything is object here actually. So I can store, function is also an object here. I can store in a variable. Yes, everyone? Okay, great. Thanks for the confirmation. Now I'll modify this step. What I'll do is instead of f, I'll take the name sub. Okay, don't worry, don't get confused. I'm just renaming this f. Instead of f, I'm taking the name sub here. Okay, right now sub is holding, inner. Okay, so now next time when you call sub 2,7, it will not call this original given function sub, rather it will call inner function. So I've just replaced f as sub. Okay, I have replaced sub as f. Okay, getting this, guys, everyone? So now when you call sub 2,7, you are not calling this given sub. No, you are just calling inner function by passing 2,7 to its as an argument to it. Okay, right? So now what is being done in inner function? See, guys, it has actually bypassed the function call. You actually called sub function, but the invocation has been bypassed. It should have been called. It should have called the given original function sub, but now actually it is calling inner function. So inner function is receiving this 2 and 7, and it is seeing that okay, 2 is less than 7, so to swap them, a and b would be swapped. Then it is calling this function fun a comma b. Okay, up to this, is it clear? Up to this, I'm not yet done. Is this function copy? No, you can say, Damu, that this is just a reference to that function, same function. Okay, another name for the same function. So guys, everything is object here. Great. Okay, now when I called sub function by passing 2,7, basically I called inner function. So this a and b is nothing but 2 and 7, and now a is less than b, so a and b would be swapped. So now a would be 7 and b would be 2, and you're calling function a comma b. Now you need to understand what is this function, which function is being called. Okay, to your surprise, when you call actually fun, okay, when you are calling fun a comma b, you are actually calling the original sub function by passing a comma b. Because if you remember, guys, you had passed the original function sub to this fun. So fun is another name for this given original function sub. So you are calling the same sub function actually. So the call was bypassed in the middle. Okay, this modified subtraction function consumed that function call, and by doing necessary changes, then it redirected the call to original sub function. Now what sub function is will do? It will print a minus b. What is a minus b? It is 7 minus 2 now. A and b are already changed by inner function. So you are getting 7 minus 2 now. So now if I execute this code, even if you call sub 2 comma 7, you'll get 5. And yes, I'm getting it already. See the output, guys. Okay. So this entire thing from here to here, you can see this is a part of decorator. Okay, decorator implementation part. This is the decorator, guys. This is the decorator, and this is the, you can say, connecting decorator to your function. This part. Okay. So even if you pass 2 comma 7, you'll get 5 as the answer. If you even if you pass 7 comma 2, you'll get 5 as the answer. I hope I could make you understand this decorator concept, guys. Is it clear to everyone? Please let me know in the comments, guys. I'll also let you know this is not the way in which we mention decorator. There is a modern way in which we mention decorator. This is I have written this just to make you understand how decorator works behind the scene, how it is implemented behind the scene. But actually, when you write program, we don't really need to write in a complicated way. Okay, I'll give you a more easier way to mention decorators and all. But before that, just confirm me, is this clear up to this? The decorator, is it clear to all decorators? How decorators works, why decorator we need, and how it works, how it is implemented. Is it clear, everyone? Please let me know. Please confirm me. Yes, okay, that's great. Thank you for the confirmation. Now let us see how actually in real life in the modern world, while actual coding, how we use decorators. It's very simple. Let me show you. So in that case, what I'll do is I'll mention the decorator function first. I'm removing these comments, guys. I don't want to have so much of thing here. Okay. Yeah. So this is a decorator, right? This is a decorator function, and then we would have this function sub. So in the modern coding way, or in the actual scenario, we mention the decorator first. Okay, then we define this sub function. Above this sub function, you just mention this. See whatever I'm doing here. Okay, at the rate and name of this decorator mod sub. Now guys, see, if I call the sub function 2 comma 7, it would give me answer as 5. So this is how you actually write decorator. You don't have to write in that complicated manner, but I had to write that just to make you understand how decorator work. Okay, but if you can understand from here that there is some mod sub actually, so I'm I'm applying it over sub, so it would bypass. When you call sub, actually the call would go to mod sub, and this will do something, and then it would, after changing a and b, if it is necessary, then it will call the sub function with the required operation. So this is how you actually write in the modern day coding problem the decorators. This is how you use decorators, guys. Okay, I hope it's clear. I would suggest, guys, you watch the video. Anyway, we are at the end of the session. Okay, you watch the video once again, maybe 2 times. You do it by yourself 2 times. You can surely get this decorator. I'm very sure if you go through the video once again, maybe 2 times, and you also code it by your own 2 times, you'll definitely understand the decorators actually. Okay, so yeah, that's what decorators for you guys. That's what decorator. Just a bonus thing I would like to discuss. Just give me 1 more minute. Okay, guys, I would be importing something called collections. Okay, I hope I'm doing it correct. So I have a string, let's say welcome. Okay, and I hope I'm doing it correct. Let's see. Now, collection has no attribute counter. I think it should be collection. Can one check where counter is actually? Okay, my bad. See, I haven't changed here. It should also be collection, I guess. Let me check whether it's correct. No, collection is not correct. Is spelling correct? Yes, spelling is correct. So, where is counter? I think we should import counter in directly. Okay. So why I'm using it? I'll be showing you a thing like how easy it is actually in Python. Basically, I'm also giving you a solution for the question assignment number 2, but don't use all this stuff, guys. Okay, don't use all this stuff. Actually, you do with the previous usage. I think everything is correct. I think this is the problem. Let me change it. Okay, no. Let me change this to collections again. I hope it works. And see what you got. You got uh, frequency of each character of the string or number of occurrences of each character of the string, guys. This was the second assignment actually. Don't use this. Okay, it's like just a one line code to print the frequency of each character of the string. Okay, by using this counter, it is kind of giving me a kind of a dictionary. It is actually a type of counter, you can say. So that's what I'm getting. So I'm getting a dictionary kind of thing where this key value pairs, actually key is the character and value is the frequency of that character or the number of occurrences of the character. So this simple it is to find frequency of each character of a string. Also you can use the get method wala way. Okay, but you don't use all these two way. Don't use this two way. You like solve that problem knowing or considering only day 1 and day 2 concepts. Okay, and you submit it. Assignment question 1 is the project, the mini project, Rakshita, the mini project what we did, that is you have to submit OTP. I think I had written it there. Maybe I'll again write it down the line, like on the last thing. Yeah, this is one assignment. This is the project assignment. Okay, and one thing I would also like to give you, one more thing. So, okay. Yeah, one more assignment is you guys it is implement a decorator modified division, okay, which takes care or which assures that the numerator is always greater than the denominator. Okay, for example, if A is 2 and B is 4, then div of A comma B should return 2 as the answer, as the output, and not 0.5. Okay, I think it would give me 2.0. Okay, because division is floating point operation here in Python by default. So it should give me 2.0. Even if you pass 2 and 4, it should not do 2 by 4. It should do 4 by 2, and you should get 2.0 as the answer and not 0.5. Okay, so this would be the two assignment. One is the project, guys. I should not write it assignment. It's a project you need to submit, and second one is the assignment here, which is nothing but implementing a decorator. Anyway, this I would post in the community, guys. Okay, community, I will post this. Great. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Following gaming. Yes. Exactly. So, okay. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it for this session. So maybe I'll just post the link for this collab right now here in the YouTube chat. Also, I will be posting the link, the material link in the community also. Okay. So just fetch it while you can if you want it. Okay, so this is the collab link, guys. This would be the same link which I'll be posting in the community for material. Yeah, Dipti, it is still there in the YouTube. You can check it. You can check the Python playlist or something. You can just go to the day 2 video. It is still there in the YouTube. You can check it. This is the collab link, guys. This is the material, and this contains whole day 1, day 2, day 3, all the stuffs we had discussed. It contains everything. Also, I'll be posting this link on the community. Also, in the same collab, the assignment is mentioned, or I think all the 3 days it is mentioned. Anyway, if it is not there anyway, it is there in the community. I'll also be posting assignments separately in the community. Where you need to submit, same, you submit in the submission form. It is there in the description, guys. Okay, it is there in the description. Submission form. If you need it, let me fetch it for you. And yeah, I'm pinning it. Okay, I'm pinning it, guys, for you all. The assignment submission form link. So you can have a note of it, or anyway, you can come back to YouTube and get this from the video description. This is the assignment submission form link. Submit it there. So your deadline is 24th August. Okay, by 11:59 p.m. of 24th August, you submit all the assignment, guys, in this Google form. Okay, right? And if you submit all the assignment, then you after review and all, you would be eligible for completion certificate, and you would be getting a physical copy of the completion certificate. No, Nakshita, you don't have to like send anything. Just write a program which would generate an OTP. That's it. Okay. 6-digit OTP. And you print it. Don't have to send anywhere. Okay. It's the same thing which we have done in the code in the class actually. Just write the same thing. Only thing you change it to 6-digit OTP or 6-digit number. Okay. Great, guys. So that's what for today. I guess I have overshooted your time. Sorry for that. But also thank you for bearing me for so long, for also for extra time here. I hope all these 3 days were fruitful. Anyway, we had some break in between because there was some issue actually. So which I'm very sorry about. But instead of having that, I hope all the 3 days were fruitful and it was not a waste of your time. And I hope it would help you a lot. Just put attend. If I'm not put attendance for all the 3 days, guys, please put attendance for the 3 days. Monday 7:30, you are going to have career and placement session. Do also attend that and put attendance for that. Okay, that is also a very important class for you guys. Okay, that would give you a brief idea about how to proceed further for placement preparation and all. Okay, also guys, if you are looking forward to have a complete knowledge of Python, like you want to learn from zero and you want to be hero in Python and all, we do also have a Python and Django full stack postgraduate program. Okay, you can also check out that program in our website, guys. Okay, it is very affordable, very cheap price as far as whatever we are giving. We are giving like the entire Python Django course, and along with that, we are also giving you placement training. Actually, okay, you'll be learning data structure and algorithm with that in the same course, no extra payment. Okay, it is included. So data structure and algorithm you will learn system design, you would learn AWS, okay, cloud computing stuffs. You would learn also the non-technical side of placement preparation would be done there. So all this stuff you are getting. Okay, not only this, guys, we are also conducting placement drives, recruitment drives. So companies would be coming, and if you are qualifying those round at Let's Upgrade, you would be bagging a job there. So if you all like, if any one of you want this stuff, you can really check out our website. Okay, there are 4 programs actually we are running now right now, but we are trying to increase it. So we have like web development, full stack web development, like Mern, Vue.js, Node, everything is there. Okay, then we have data science full stack, we have AI/ML full stack, and we have Python Django full stack. So if any one of you are interested in anyone or any of these courses, do check it out. Okay. And also, if anyone have any query, guys, regarding any of our PGP courses and you want to get answered, so you can actually fill this one, and maybe one of my team member would reach you back at your scheduled time just to answer your query. It's not like you are registering for the course. Okay, you can also have discount, guys. Okay, you can have just if you want to get enrolled, if you want to get enrolled in any of the PGP course, just fill this form. One of my team member would call you back, and you can have literally a great amount of discount there. Okay, also if you have some LU coins, you can also use it to have more discount. Okay. Yeah, those who are thinking it would be like too much of us to pay directly at once, so we also have EMI option, guys. Very affordable EMI options. On monthly, I think it would something around 2000 something monthly you can pay. Okay, that's how, like, we don't want to put burden on anyone. So that's how we go. You can find problem, just Google it out. You can find any number of problems. Just Google. Okay, any problem you can go for. I would say go for HackerRank. Okay, select topic, select array, select string, select maybe list, and you will get many problems there. Try coding it out on HackerRank. Okay, that would be great. You can select also level. Just select easy, start doing easy, then medium, then hard. Okay, that will also help you in competitive coding, guys. That's what I will suggest. Okay, yeah, so that's great. DevOps is already done, Prasita. It is already like over. So okay, so that's what for this entire Python and Python 0 to Hero course, guys. So let's meet again in. I hope everyone would be eligible for completion certificate and also at least participation certificate. Anyway, we are going to meet again in the virtual convocation. So let's meet there. Till then, guys, bye bye. Take care and good night. Okay, keep learning, guys. Do submit all the assignments.